We've all played against the big cringe that is Colourless Brawl headed up by an Ugin, where every single spell becomes a Vindicate. It's fun, right? Super fun. But what about if we play a different type of Colourless? What if we play Tezzeret Brawl, where he's a 3-mana Planeswalker that says whenever an artifact enters the battlefield, you gain a loyalty, he untaps artifacts, he searches for artifacts that cost 1 or less, and he gains an emblem. The plan is to try and get multiple emblems online, where you can untap your artifacts and turn them into robots and put counters on them. Seems like a fun route to take the deck compared to the Ugin nonsense. The deck is just a collection of good colourless stuff. Frustratingly, a lot of it is the stuff you'd play in the Ugin deck. There's a lot of ramp here, there's quite a few Eldrazi, although I cut the top end ones. There's a lot of cheap artifacts to synergize with Tezzeret himself, and like the Mox Opal and Mystic Forge, Vince is the name of the card. All of that to synergize with Tez. Beyond that, it's just a who's who, a smorgasbord, a complete collection of all the best colourless cards. One of the two things about building colourless in Brawl is that, of course, you can play waste. That's seven waste down there. But look at the amount of like random utility we've got in our lands that we'll probably never use. And on top of that as well, we don't get access to anything that would produce coloured mana based upon legendaries. So, for example, a Mox Amber would be great for our game plan of firing out cheap artifacts and ramping, but Mox Amber can't make mana in this deck because we can't play any creatures that are a legendary and a colour of mana. If we can create a token, if we create like a Black Maral Age token, for example, that might be on the client, I'm not even sure. We can create Black Mana, but that's too many hoops. On top of that, Arcane Signet is a 2-drop ramp spell, a 2-drop rock, which is very, very good for this deck. Can't play it because it taps to create no mana. It creates a colour, and Tezzeret has no colour. That's the deck. Let's really quick deck that. This is a very quick, let's get in and play some Tez. If you like the video, you enjoy this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and that good stuff. If you're buying cards in the meat space, go to coolstuffinc.com, just go to Kenobi, check out to get 5% off your order. And if you're in Europe, where we still play the trumpet every day, you can go to magicmadhouse.co.uk and get 5% off on all non-sale and non-pre-order items with the code on screen right now, which is PK Tingle. That's right, we're talking about my balls. Let's play some Magic. Now, truth be told, I think we're actually incredibly dirtily. So if our opponent is an aggro deck, what is this? Olivia, Opulent Outlaw. That's pretty aggressive. She is 4 mana though, so she's not going to ram herself down our throat ooh-woo straight away. We have a 2-lander with a Bauble to draw a card, a Stars to draw a card, and a Vacuum to interact with graveyards, and a 3-drop, and a 4-drop. So basically, I'm okay with keeping this. We're going to go Raceway. We're going to go Chromatic Star. I'd love to have some 0-mana cards to play once we play Tez, right? So if we hit a land up next turn, we don't play Mistress Bauble. If we're struggling to hit the land up, we do look for it still. Mount Doom from our opponent. Ragavan from our opponent. Yikes. Okay, we're going to make a red here. Draw a card. It's another land. Okay, so we're getting there. Here's a Ghost Vacuum. Here's a Avishkar Raceway. Pass to our opponent. The next turn, we can slam Tez and play a Bauble to put him to 4. We can go search for another 0 and play it like Mox Opal to put him back to 2. But then he does to Ragavan. Matter Reshaper is quite a good blocker, so I think I'm just playing Matter Reshaper next turn. Then Foundry Inspector the turn after. Into Tezzeret plus Artifacts, I guess. They found Patchwork Automaton, which is a pretty good card for us. It's pretty okay for them. So whenever they cast an artifact, making treasures will not count. Have they got a second land in second main phase? They have. It's a basic... No, it's a pathway and it's a Jit. And the Automaton grows. Okay. Jits can get equipped next turn. What to do? Untap lands, counters on creatures. Other creatures can't block. Okay, let's go to my turn. Tez will just die if we play him. Blast Zone allows us to kill the Jit and the Ragavan. And our Vacuum, I guess. Let's go Blast Zone, Matter Reshaper for a good blocker. Pass back to our opponent. We can activate Blast Zone next turn to kill Ragavan, plus the Ghost Vacuum, plus the Lost Jit. That does seem pretty good. It does put us down a land, though. We could just play Karn and make a body as well. We're going to cut down our Reshaper. Build top card of our library. It's an Ulamog. We ain't putting that into play for a while. I might even cut some of the real top end fatties. The deck feels a little bit like mixed in what it's trying to do. We do get the big mana sometimes, but obviously against the aggro decks we just don't. They equip the Jit, and we get in for 4 and make a treasure. The treasure also dies to the Blast Zone on the upsides. They can't keep it for next turn. We go 19, then we get a treasure, and they exile a card from the top of our library. It's going to be Fleshraker, one of our best cards in our entire deck, and I've lost it to the exile zone now. Genuinely sad. This card is so good in our deck. We're going to play a 1/1 Death Toucher. We're going to go to my turn. We're going to play a Strip Mine and just blow up the world. It is instant speed, so we can do it in response. They could have a way to protect, though. Do you know what? I'm going to chance it. If one of these cards is a protection spell, then we probably just lose the game. If it's not, it gives us a chance to like stop them playing a hasty threat on the first main phase as well. It does allow them to use their treasure, actually. I probably should have done that. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, that was bad. Then let's cast Olivia. Okay, well, we know what's happening there then. We're going to sacrifice this and blow all these up. Keeping that treasure in play was just bad. Really bad. We're going to use the counter now. We don't have a land with a Jit anyway, so maybe blow up the treasure was largely irrelevant because they could have just untapped a land. In for 2, we get a 17. They had a land up, but it was tapped. We'll play a Treasure Vault here. I guess we can play Karn, make a construct, get it killed by Olivia. We can go Foundry Inspector, Currency Converter. Pass to them. Then it's going to be Tez or Khan next turn, neither of which feel great onto the current board. Tez does allow us to untap the currency convert so we can activate it if we draw another land. They get into the red zone. They're going to make 2 treasures here because we are not blocking. Oh, 1 treasure, sorry. It's not as good as I thought. Burgie. They are not wanting for mana here. All the mana in the world. Breaches. That even makes treasures. Make a red off casting breaches. We untap. We draw a fountain port, so we can go like Tez, Bauble to tick him up, 0 him, activate the currency converter first, draw a card, discard a card, discard the Ulamog, make a 2/2. Tez will die in the air to Olivia, because it's only going to grow by 1 to 5. No, it won't die in the air. They'll be able to stop blocking though, and they'll be able to kill it. We're currently on 4, 5, 6 with an opal mana. Maybe we're meant to just try and get to Ulamog. Here's a Tez. It also pads our life total, right? Fountain port, Bauble. We can go get an opal here. That puts us on 5, 6 mana. We're still 4 off of Ulamog. Let's activate currency converter and see what we find. Ornithopter. Okay, we'll put Khan in the bin. Take action to exile it. Untap currency converter. Play an Ornithopter. No attacks. Pass turn. We've got a surprise 2/2 out of the converter. Breaches is a pirate. So when it attacks, whenever a pirate you control attacks, choose 1. Oh god. Oh god. At least we have blockers for the sword. Technically. Although if they make the Ornithopter unable to block, Olivia just hits us with this sword. Which one is this? This is going to be impulsively draw an additional land. Okay, so Olivia is now pro-red, pro-green, and has some pretty good stats. And the upside doesn't kill Tez. Breach is going to attack Tez. Olivia's going to attack me. Tauntaun at Tez. No Burgie combat. Okay, so my Ornithopter can't block. Activate the converter. Put a non-land into the bin, which makes us 2/2. Go to blocks. Block here. Which is just first strike, right? So we can't kill it. Find respectable trade with the automaton. We get to untap with Tez, which isn't that exciting. They impulsively draw and get to play a second land this turn. They go to 28. We're on 7. We really need to stabilize. Treasure. They find land. Okay, lots of lands. We might just be currency converting the Ulamog away, to be honest, at this rate. They're hovering their last card. Are we going to get to see everything? Plane jumper. What the hell does this do? Probably trust more lands than you. Okay, that's not going to happen, is it? Right, they get a 3/3, so they can threaten our life total, I guess. So we drew Balam Garden. I didn't crack my bauble because I'm an idiot. We can activate, like, Treasure Vault. Let's activate currency converter. Let's do that. Draw wastes. Discard a wastes. Exile from the graveyard onto the currency converter. Uptick Tez. We go onto the converter and make a treasure. That puts us on 5, 6 mana. Balam Garden is 7 mana, but then we're just dead on board. -3 here. Let's go and find... None of this does anything. Shit. Grab a relic, play a relic, grow Tez, exile their graveyard, draw a card, draw Palantir, which we can't cast. It's a good game, because they just make this unblockable and killer. Okay, bad first game. I'm going to cut the big Eldrazi. I'm going to bring the curve down and play some higher end 6 and 7 drop artifacts that we actually can cast consistently. That's going to be much better for us. Okay, so let's get into the deck. Let's cut. We got Ulamog. Where even are they? There, Ulamog. I need to put Ulamog in as the only one. That's fine. Then we'll play like a Mere Battlesphere. Mere Battlesphere's not on the client? Fuck. Alright, Precursor Golem it is. And maybe a Transmutation Font as well. Once more into the breach. Our opponent wasn't that... Oh, they were... I say they were. They fucking played Ragavan on turn 1. That's pretty aggressive. That's an indication that they're an aggressive deck if they're slammer jamming the aggressive 2/1 monkey. Although mid-range decks will play it too. But, you know, the commander says whenever a creature you control does combat damage to someone. On the flip side, we've got the opposite of aggressive. We've got fucking Baral, which I kind of forgot existed and I wish it stayed that way. Fuck Baral, am I right? We'll keep this. We've got a Mox Opal for a faster Tez. Although to be honest, we're going to play all this stuff after Tez, right? Are we on the play? Because if we're on the play, we get to play Tez ahead of Baral. That'd be pretty sweet. Then Mulligan to Oblivions. I think this is going to be a non-game. I'll probably keep it in the video just because it's like an indication of like what Brawl is like at the moment. It doesn't make for the best content, but it does give you like, you know, a good view of the format. Oh, unless there's some sort of weird deck that plays like a one-of treasure hunty kind of thing. All right, let's play Strip Mine. Pass to them. Actually, no, we'll play our Relic here. So we can fuck with their graveyard and fuck with their mana. Are they really keeping a 1-card hand? Island, okay. So they mulligan to 1. You will bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to strip mine them. Here's a sphere. Sacrifice this, blow up this island. Like, I think Baral players deserve it, right? Tell me in the comment section below if you think I'm right on that. Wow, another island, okay. So we can go land, Reckoner, pass to them. Should have ate that out of their bin with a relic. I played very loosey-goosey there. All right, then. We're going to exile a card from the graveyard. Do they have a spell pierce for our Tez? That would be pretty funny. Here's a Faceless Haven. Here's a Tezzeret. It resolves. Here's a Mox Opal. Let's make her a blue. Untap it. Make a blue. Activate the Bank Buster for a card. Pass back to them. Cast Baral. Sure thing. We untap and find an anti-causal vestige. We're going to play a Foundry Inspector to make all our artifacts cost 1 less. That'll grow to Tez. Make a blue, sack a sphere for a blue to draw a card. Draw a land, play the land, untap the opal, and then just activate the Bank Buster. Yeah. Pass back to them. Like I said, I just want to... This is to get a feel for the deck. I didn't say that before, but this is to get a feel for the deck. And also, I love fucking around with Baral. Winning on 1 would be pretty crazy though, wouldn't it? That'd be... Losing against somebody multiple 1 would be pretty embarrassing, but it's going to make it into the video regardless of which way it goes. 2 islands up now. Yo, 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 yo. Right, my turn. We'll cast a Workshop Assistant. They don't appear to have any counter magic. Make a blue, untap this opal, cast Next to Becoming. Sweet. We're going to draw a card. Make a 3/3 version of the Heralds. Attack for 4. If you have no lands in your hand, seek a land card and a non-land card. Otherwise, seek 2 non-land cards. Interesting. Right, we'll play a Drix Interlacer. Do you have a counter spell for the Drix Interlacer opponent? This increases its intensity every time an artifact enters the battlefield, and they can sack it to draw cards where X is half the artifact and this card's intensity, only as a sorcery. Let's go ahead and cast Iron of Urza. We're going to make a construct, pump up all our jams, if you will. Get an emblem, sounds good. Play a ruin. Drew a Bank Buster with the summoning sick dude. Go to combat and slam a jam. Tezzeret is going to put some counters on this guy. Next to Becoming and will happen. We'll draw a card. We'll put Thoughtknots here into play. Have a look at the 3 cards in their hand. Is one of them like a Mystic River, whatever it is, for 5 mana bounce, all our stuff. What do you got over there? River's Rebuke, Treasure Hunt, Thassa's Oracle, and this thing. Well, don't want you Thoracling me. So they are a Thoracle combo deck. Maybe they were mulliganing to Thoracle. Yep, we found out what they're up to. Not only are they a Baral... Look, opponent, I don't want to give you too much shit here, but not only are you a Baral player, but you're playing Thassa's Oracle. You're mulliganing to it. When it gets removed from your hand by the guy who's just fucking around with colorless spells, you scoop. You need to take a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror, opponent. I am not going to complete my dailies of red, black, blue, green, and white and green spells playing this deck, am I? What against tokens? Mono white tokens with Elspeth. 2 lands, a Ramen, and the Heralds. Foundry Inspector and Palantir are both pretty good. We're going to keep this. We need to hit 1 more mana source off the top. Found a Sphere helps us loot, so we're going to play Sphere. Elspeth has got the Anointed Possession text, if you did not know. She also makes tokens herself. Voice of Victory, pretty good magic card. We hit our 3rd land. Where we're going, we're golden. I guess we just play a body here. That's to block some of this incoming damage. This Palantir might just wins the game. It's such an ungodly good magic card. Great design as well. Like, it's pushed, but it's super fun. Lay down arms. So they exile our 1 creature. We gain some life. Make some 1/1s. They attack and make some 1/1s. We're going to take 3 here. Okay. I think we go Palantir here. So how this works at the end of turn, we scry 2. We do want to draw a land. So they might let us mill these, though. They're going to enter mill, so we're going to put them at the bottom. And then if they choose mill, it mills the number of cards equal to the counter here. 1 in this case, and did 1 damage to the Vex and Bauble. If they don't mill it, we get to draw a card. So did 1 damage to them. So we're going to do damage every single turn until they're too low and they have to give us cards. We get hit for 5 now. Bang, 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 bang. We're going to rip a land off the top. Let's go. We didn't. We're going to Chromatic Star for blue. We did rip a land there, so we're going to go Foundry Inspector. Then we're going to keep up instant ramen. No, we can't flash things in their turn. We'll flash in a... We'll flash in and we'll play instant ramen. Draw a card. Hit another land. Palantir time. Put these in the bottom. Cloud Key and Treasure Vault doing 3 damage to them. Slowly whittling them down, if you will. Caretaker's talent from our opponent. They missed the land drop last turn, but they're going to start drawing cards now. They did not want to attack here because the Foundry Inspector just kills Voice of Victory. We go land, Tez, Idol. Uptick Tez's loyalty. Down tick Tez. Go and find... I should have got the Drix before I played the Idol. That would be much better. We'll get... Moxoba gives us 2 mana here, which allows us to crack the Ramen. Why is this summoning sick? It shouldn't be summoning sick, right? Get a Mox Opal, play this. Crow the Tez. We can activate to make a Eldrazi at instant speed. No attacks. Pass the turn. Palantir time, baby. We're going to put these in the bottom. Our average CMC seems to be very low. Will they mill 3 cards and take the damage? No, they let us draw. We got a Wreck and a Bank Buster out of it. Card's pretty damn good. Now, they can attack and definitely kill Tezzeret here through the swing, and that is fine. 4 mana for them. Path to exile our Foundry Inspector. Oh, that makes me sad. Sure. We get to get a waste out of it, though. Here's a waste. Tez is, like, very dead, then. 3 blind mice. Load more mice. She just enter and kill us if there's too many tokens in play. Tez is dead, baby. Tez is dead. Take action into the command zone. End of turn, activate this. Make a 0/1. We're going to untap. We're going to find a Patchwork Automaton. Play a Raceway. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I think we play a Patchwork Automaton. We play a Bankbuster. Grows it. We play the One Ring. Gain protection next turn so they can't wombo combo us with Elspeth. And then we'll play the Metalwork Colossus as well. Cool. We'll say no attacks and pass turn back to them. Palantir will trigger. We'll leave Solemn on top because that's 4 damage at least. So they can mill 4 cards here or let us draw. They'll let us draw Solemn. There we go. They make a 1/1 going to 18. They draw a card off of the Caretaker's Talent. If they play Elspeth, then they give everything flying and +1/+0, but it doesn't +1/+1 counters, sorry. But it doesn't do anything into our One Ring protection turn. Does go us next turn though. They do have also 4 creatures with Toxic. You've got to bear that in mind. And they get lifelink on all their creatures if they get 2 more counters onto us. Ocelot Pride, that's going to do quite a bit. They still haven't hit 5 mana for Elspeth, interestingly. Resolute Reinforcements. Oh god. Elspeth's going to absolutely murder us next turn. Okay, so I'm going to sack this Eldrazi Spawn to draw a card off the One Ring, I think. I want to draw as many cards as possible. Bear in mind, the One Ring is alchemized because of fucking reasons. Untap, take a damage, draw 1 Power Stone. I guess we draw 2 cards off the ring. Do Strip Mine. That keeps them off Elspeth. It does keep them off Elspeth. That's actually quite a good draw here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We can play Tez, play a land, play Power Stone, but that doesn't allow us to Strip Mine them. Then we go Strip Mine. Destroy the land that gives all their creatures like +1/+1. They've got an Anthem on 4 mana with the Caretaker's Talent as well. Play Solemn. Go and grab a Wastes. Play a 1 Power Stone. Grow the Patchwork Automaton. Okay. No attacks. We do need some blockers. Palantir time. Put this on the bottom with the 4-drop on top. They let us draw it. At no point now are they ever going to mill. So Palantir is just a draw at the end of turn. We should bear that in mind when we're scrying. They made another Might. They make another Might probably with 3 Blind Mice. They'll get pumped with 3 Blind Mice next turn. They're on 4 mana again. They could pump with Caretaker's Talent here. We just get ruined. And they're going to make more bodies. They love having bodies in play. We don't really have a combo kill to rely on here. So I guess like a Silex or something would help this. They're going to silence us. That's huge here. We'll activate Bankbuster. Yeah, we'll activate Bankbuster. Draw a Ratchet Bomb. Okay, we are silenced. Draw Dust Bowl. Play Dust Bowl. I only put up non-basic. Shit. Can't Dust Bowl them. Alright, no attacks. I think we just die to like an army of 1/1s here. We don't want either of these. We do Currency Convert, which is just low value here. They draw a card off of Caretaker's Talent after they make a Might off Scarf's Hive. Everyone gets +1/+1 and Vigilance. And that already kills me. And they hit the land drop for Elspeth too. So we are just dead. Okay. Pretty boring game. Like our opponent just played token guys and we didn't do well, we did quite a bit, but it didn't feel very exciting or interesting, right? What I noticed when I was doing the edit actually for this game is that we got a little bit unlucky. They had the Path to Exile on the turn to really turn up the aggro and take away our mana excel early. That was not ideal. It's not like really unlucky, but it's pretty good for them. And then the silence turn was absolutely brutal. They're playing silence for a reason, so I'm not saying like it wasn't a good play from our opponent, but it silences the turn that we drew Ratchet Bomb, and Ratchet Bomb for 2 mana blows up all 0 CMC creatures, which is like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of their creatures die to Ratchet Bomb. It blows up our Mox Opal as well, but who really gives a shit in that instance? So the silence was just like at the perfect situation at the point that their enchantment popped, and they drew the 5th land for Elspeth as well to ensure that they killed us. A really unfortunate bit of sequencing and timing that I didn't notice during the moment when I was bemoaning that actually our deck span its wheels and our opponent just played 1/1s. Yeah, interesting game when you think of it that way. But our deck also did nothing exciting, so I'm not like saying we are cooler. Actually, I am saying that. Our deck was playing much cooler cards. Regular Bankbuster and Palantir. Not a good showing. We just span our wheels and did nothing. To be honest, there's a world where we play like Paradox Engine and Aetherflux Reservoir because of all the mana rocks and such. But I also default to those a lot with my deck building in Brawl. And I really want to try and do other things, right? Not always play the same shit. I was building a command deck the other night before I went to the pub to play Magic on Bank Holiday Monday, and I decided not to put Rakdos Charm into my new John Lands deck with the upgraded precon from Edge of Eternities. And I thought it was really interesting, like, conversation piece, I guess, about like just not play a card that you think is absolutely baller. Like I think Rakdos Charm is like the best charming commander by a huge margin, and I just think it's really interesting that not saying I'm interesting, but I think it's interesting to try and not play the best things or the same things all the time and actually do something different with your life. We should be playing on top of Paradise. I don't know why I'm not. Here's a Maze Mind Tome. We're gonna pause on our upkeep for the scry. It's like summoning sick, but it's still a 2 mana rock. That's very good for our deck. Probably better than the normal Ornithopter. Here comes Alela. So all other creatures are flying, it's +0. When you cast an artifact or enchantment spell, create a fairy. We're going to scry one now. Cold Steel Heart. I kind of want to hit a land drop here. Yeah, I need to hit a land drop here. Activate Maze Momentum again. Palantir to the bottom. Much as it pains me. You hit that land. Here's a land. Here's a Mana Dork. Pass back to them. If we hit another land, we can play Ugin, which is pretty hot. Ugin plus Foundry Inspector would be sick because we can't do that next turn. But then like all our 3-mana artifacts cost 0. Pretty good. Pretty good. They're named Fairy here, right? Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Take 3 in the air here. Untap and find Nexus of Becoming. I didn't scry. Oh, that was silly, wasn't it? Fuck. Here's Foundry Inspector. They have 2 mana up, they can counter this. They did not. Workshop System, which doesn't fly, so there won't be much block in this game. We're going to scry now, just so I don't forget. We don't want our 3-drop there. We want a land, I think. It's really hard not playing with the ramp. Heck, they want to play big things. That's 9 damage in play. Jesus Christ. Brawl, the aggro format, as I'm fucking around with Tezzeret Crawl Captain. We should be playing all this dust if that's in the client too. I'm not sure if it is, but we should be. Robe of the Archmagi. Equips Shamans, Warlocks, and Wizards for 1. Draw that many cards? Jeez, that's pretty good. I've never seen this card before. Battle of Baldur's Gate? The Alchemized version? Yeah, okay. We're getting run over. We'll do something really dramatic this turn, and I'm not sure what that is. Even killing Alela doesn't do anything. Killing the etchings will shrink everyone, I guess. Scry 1. It's not a land. Oh my god. Absolutely fucked there. Terrible for us. We just die. We just die without doing anything, right? We play Nexus, we make one of these things. Play Tez. Do nothing. We warp this. No attacks. End turn. Make a thing. Good game. It didn't feel like a good game though, right? But kind of shit. And that might be the deck. That might be the deck. Okay, let's try one more time. We are not going to beat aggro deck, which is like a big part of the format. So maybe we can't just say we can't beat that and then complain or be frustrated when we don't beat them. Probably not what we can do. We're just Sliver Overlord. That's exciting. Okay, this feels more interesting because they're playing a deck that is... Slivers is obviously something people get scared of or seeing get frustrated by, but the reality is that there's not that many Slivers in the client, I believe. 2-lander, Cloud Key, and Foundry Inspector. I can make an Eldrazi off this if we get stuck. Okay, we're going to give it a go. Right, play a land, a Nesting Grounds that lets us move counters around. World Tree from them. We hit our 3rd land. We might still just be ramping with the Warping Whale, to be honest. Land from them. Yeah, let's make an Eldrazi Scion here. We untap, we find Flesh Raker. Oh, baby. I'm down for a Flesh Raking. I'm always down for a Flesh Raking. You can rake me harder, daddy. Hit them for 1. Engines tick up. Which engine one have we got? Target gains haste. That's the shit one. You want the Soul Land one? We've got it in the deck. We just draw it here. Thundering Force from our opponent. Flesh Raker was great there, by the way. It makes us both into an aggro deck and also like accelerates all our mana as well. It's pretty crazy. So we untap and draw a Vestige. We're gonna go Cloud Key. Make a Eldrazi. As it enters, we're gonna name Artifact. Play a Foundry Inspector. I don't think we're getting Wrath next turn. Should have after combat. We missed the point of damage. I am a scrub. So next time we can play Tez for 3, it makes a sign. If we get a land drop, we can play Tez into Meat Stone, Weak Stone, Peak Stone, if you will. Okay, that's a lot of mana. Precursor Golem. Tez into Precursor would be sick, but we aren't doing that, I don't think. I think we play Meat Stone. This will summon us an Eldrazi. We'll start the engines. I'll enter. We'll draw 2 cards. Didn't hit a land. Can't play Tez with it. I guess we just play Solemn with it. Makes us another Scion, gets us a land. We're both ramping. Everybody's ramping over here. Get wastes. Go to combat and smack them for 5. Now, we could play Precursor Golem here, which also shoots them for 3 off of the Glaring Flesh Raker. At 4, actually, because I think it makes. I'm not going to, because I want to be okay if we get Raft. So we're going to play Matter of a Shaper. Also, Precursor Golem's better once Tez is out next turn. First Sliver, Cascading, sure. Now we're playing some Magic. Lancer Sliver. So they've got 2 first striking Slivers now. Are they just dead on board if they block our biggest things? No, they don't take 4. Prismatic Vista, crack it. Play a 2-drop Sliver, come on. Oh, just Rampant Grave, Jesus Christ. All the ramp and nothing to do with it. So we're doing alright when our opponent's doing not a lot, which is not the best indication that the deck is any good. Here's Tez, Mega Scion, ping them for 1. Here's a Precursor Golem, shoot them for 1. Make 2 3/3s, grow Tez, ping, ping. Play this, then we'll... I wish I'd kill them with Flesh Raker pings, probably. Warp this in. ETB, on cast, make a Scion, shoot them, ETB, shoot them. And then I guess we finish them off with a lowly Ornithopter, right? Because Ornithopters are better than Slivers. That's what this just categorically proves. I guess technically they're finished by an Eldrazi entering the battlefield and triggering an Eldrazi, but the Ornithopter was on the stack at the point that we won. Okay, I'm not convinced this deck is very good. We'll smash one more round, because that felt, again, like a cakewalk, so opponent wasn't doing anything. It's kind of very feast and famine here. Okay, this will be our final attempt with this. And we're into Tifa, which is going to be a real test. Like, we've got... So, Kozilek's command is in our opening hand, which for 4 mana can exile Tifa, which can maybe stop the go turn when they absolutely murder us. Ornithopter plus Mox Opal is also pretty good, because we can turn one of Cold Steel Hearts. Maybe this hand is just gas. You want to do a lot of this, like, land drops after the Tez if you want to do that. But here we have to interact with our opponents, so it's much important to have mana online, I guess. Okay. Because Mox Opal isn't online until turn 2, so we can't do a Cold Steel Heart here. So we go land, instant ramen. Yeah, okay. This is fine. They're on the play, frustratingly. Whoa, we drew an Ancient Tomb? That's actually fucking absurd. Okay, Ancient Tomb, Cold Steel Heart. Naming... It doesn't matter. We're going to name green. We'll mirror our opponent. We go Tez next turn, on top of the plus Opal plus land. Yeah, I think we do that. We allow them to hit us once. We allow them to hit us once with Tifa. Or they can hit the Tez, but the Tez will have quite a bit of loyalty. Also just pads our life total if we're playing Tez and doing that sort of thing. The thing with the Tifa deck is there's no way they cast a Ram spell before the Tifa, right? The Ram spell always comes after the Tifa. I guess, is that predictable? Or is that just the very nature of their archetype, which is a landfall beatdown? I assume their deck is also full of ways to protect Tifa. So we can only really Kozilek's command her when they aren't holding up a Snakeskin Veil or whatever. Our opponents are roping us on turn 2, so I'm having a very good time today at Brawl, managing to... I guess maybe they have a complicated sequence of some kind. Nope, it was just play Tifa. Killing Tifa here would buy us a lot of time, right? So if we play Tez, and then go Mox Opal, Ornithopter, land, instant ramen, Tez will be on 7. We can also just make a really fucking big automaton too. I think making a big automaton's quite good. So we go Patchwork Automaton, go to 21, play a Wastes, play a Mox Opal, play a Tez, play an Ornithopter, grow the Patchwork Automaton again, -3 Tez, go and grab just Mishra's Bauble, I guess, play the Bauble, grow the Patchwork Automaton, grow the Tez's Loyalty, have a look at their next card. It's Disciple of Freya Elise, which is going to be a land, most likely. We draw a card in their turn, which is a Precursor Golden. Pretty sweet for next turn if Tez is alive. So they go land drop and Tivia is to 2 power. They cast a Ram spell, which goes to 4. They cast 2 Ram spells, which goes to 8. Right, tap land, bounce the land back to hand. Didn't tap it for mana, so they got 1 green available. Didn't swing. Oh boy, we are living in fucking Christmas land over here. Are we drawing any cards this turn? Because we don't want to play a waste if we hit an artifact land. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana over land, 7 if we untap our Opal. I think I want to get them to spend a turn replaying Tifa. Nah, fuck it. It's a Precursor Golden. So Automaton grows, Tezzeret grows, and grows. We go Balam Garden, untap the Mox Opal. And then cast Instant Ramen, grow the Tez, draw a card, it's Treasure Map. I'm going to attack for 6. We've got to finish the game at some point. I have access to 4 mana next turn. Right, they untap. Going to see a snow-covered forest, I assume, for the land drop to grow Tifa the first time round. Oh, it's a Foothills. It's even better. Tifa's now 2 power. Explore, additional land drop. Nice. Crack the fetch, get a snow-covered, go to 4 power. Play an axe that equips. And when it landfalls, it +2/+2. That's pretty good. It's a really good axe for Tifa specifically. Fetch down again. Wow, go to 12. Go to 24. Oh, it's untapped as well. Go to 28. We block 9 of it. We're dead because it's got trample, right? So we put 9, 10, 11 in front of it. Go to 2. Tifa is down. Whoa, boy. Precursor Golem coming in clutch here. Play a Treasure Map. Grow the Automaton. We're going to Emblem Tez. Go to combat. Grow the Automaton. 10 them. We have access to X equals 2. So we actually killed Tifa when she's in play, which is pretty sweet. It is mana value. It is mana. Sorry, we have X equals 3 with a Mox Opal and the Ancient Tomb here. Fuck yeah. We also crack Ramen for some life. We can also Treasure Cove. We've got a few options. Myth Weaver Pock. When they play a land, they get like a duplicate of it. If it's land they haven't already named. Oh no, it's just each time. Once per turn. If they got 2 forests there, they have a blocker so we can't just kill them here. Alright, end of their turn. Let's scry. We don't need that in. Put it on the bottom. Just gain some life here. We untap. We find Mightstone, Meekstone, so we can shrink Mythweaver Pock to a 1/1. But it's blocking anyway, right? So we go to combat attack with a 12. 13. They block. Because they probably don't have a removal spell that pays for the ward. It's got ward 2, so they need a 1 mana green removal spell plus ward. I guess Nature's Claim or similar would get them there. Nope, it's the block to survive. Take that, Mythweaver Pock. And then we're going to go Might Stone for 5, untap it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because that's command. I should not have done that. I don't want to take damage here. 4 and 5. We're going Might Stone, grow the Automaton, grow the Tez, draw 2 cards. Up 0 tit to untap the Patchwork Automaton. We have a blocker, and we have Coslet's command for X equals 1 at the moment. So here comes Tifa. Please don't give her haste. I might have fucked up if they give her haste and pump her reload. Skyclave Pickaxe goes on her. Ready for next turn. But they just die to the Patchwork Automaton here. Oh, they grow her? Sure. Activate this, scry 1. Iron Crag in the bottom of the library. Untap. We go Raceway, activate the treasure map. Go the vault to the bottom, flip the treasure map, make 3 treasures, grow Tez by 3. And we're going to go Coslet's command X equals 2, unless they have the protection spell here. Okay, this is instant, we'll do it in response. So we're going to combat, let's put some counters on Patchwork Automaton. It's a 1919, it's going to go in the red zone. It doesn't have trample, doesn't have flying, has no form of evasion or whatsoever. Does Tifa Lockhart go under the bus? Yep, get run over, Tifa. Bang. Bang, and the Tifa is gone. That's my favourite cleaning product. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. Just saying words. Uptick, untap the Patchwork Automaton to give us 2 blockers. It's now 20-20. Need to play 2 blockers here to stay in the game. We know they've got a 6 mana Disciple of Free Elise, but I reckon their creature count's quite low because it's all on Tifa. Oh, make 5 1/1s. That's a lot of blockers, to be fair. Yeah, okay. 5 1/1s. Okay. Can't even kill these 1/1s with this Meteor Golem, sadly. I guess you play the Khan, we play a Meteor Golem. That'll take us to 3, though. We really shouldn't do that. 1. Sacrifice a treasure, draw a card. Let's do that. We drew the 1 ring. Okay. Well, that's quite good. Let's play the 1 ring. Let's get a second Tezzeret emblem. Then we're going to combat. We're going to put 3 counters on the 1 ring. It's summoning sick there. 3 counters on this treasure. And then we're going to attack for a whole bunch because we are protected for a turn thanks to the 1 ring. So they block 3 things. They block 2 things and take 3 here going to 5. Okay. Speed goes up. We've got a turn of ring protection here, so we're not too scared about them hasting out something or attaching the Skyclave pickaxe and just going absolutely fucking hog wild with the forest. Forest 2 is naked, by the way, but her nipples are covered by a branch. Tifa's all equipped up. They have 4 blockers. They're on 5. We're going to put a counter onto her and give her hexproof just to show they had it in hand, and then is that the scoop? Okay. We're going to untap. Ring won't ping us because we didn't draw any cards. We're going to make 9 colourless mana. We'll cast Transmutation Font with it. We'll create a clue token, I guess. So we get another card emblem, basically. Sacrifice a treasure, draw a card, draw a Ghost Quarter. We'll then sack the clue, draw a card, draw a Circuit Mender. We'll then play Circuit Mender. Sadly, I don't think we'll be getting another emblem this turn. Untap the font, activate the font for a clue, sack the clue, find a Ghost Vacuum, play a Ghost Quarter, play a Ghost Vacuum, grow the Automaton, play a Meteor Golem, grow Tez, blow up Tifa. Tifa goes back to the command zone, I assume. No, they skew it up. We want to go for a 3rd emblem. All right, we had a game into a known and reasonably aggressive and reasonably good. I mean, the comment section is going to be torn on this. So you let me know in the comment section below. Some people are going to tell me that Tifa is like absolutely terrible and dies to like 1 removal spell, which isn't necessarily the case if you play smart around removal. If you see the opponent's commander and think they've got it, you can wait for Snakeskin Veil. I showed that a little bit with the Raphaelos deck, right? Or some of you are going to tell me that Tifa's like top tier Hell Q's, kind of like boring, lame aggro. Either way, I think, to be honest, I think she just got unlucky, or they got unlucky, because if we didn't have Precursor Golem for like the 9 extra like toughness to block with, we didn't have access to Coslet's command to have like a very safe fuck about game, or we didn't have like the absurd draw Ancient Tomb into like Mox Opal plus Cold Steel Heart sort of like turn either. Like we just had one of our best draws, which allowed us to just stabilize and then muck about, as you can see from the board state. Either way, all that said, whether we got lucky or they got unlucky, whether the deck is considered good or not by the comment section, the main thing is I did have fun. Like some of the middle games were a bit dull, like I said. That kind of happens in Brawl. Sometimes some decks are very linear. Tifa's one of them. This deck doesn't feel linear. It feels like you're trying to solve a puzzle. You know, how can you tick things up? Which is fun. Let me know what you think of Tezzeret as a commander. Is it a cool restriction and interesting build pal? It's much more interesting than 7 mana Ugin, that's for sure, because that guy is cringe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ta for now.